Today is going to be a very fun video. We're going to take skins from every single gun and I'm going to tell you which one is the best. Now, last time I made this list, it was fully opinionated, meaning I gave you guys a few classics, for example, that I liked, and then I chose the one that was the winner and my favorite. In this case, I am hybriding my opinion with the community. I'm going to select 4 skins from each gun category and then have YouTube votes decide which one actually wins the best skin in the game. A lot of you guys still won't agree with the 4 skins I pick, but at least a lot of you had a hand in choosing which of the 4 became the #1 skin for this list today. Starting with the classics, here we go. So for the 4 classics that I deem my 4 favorite in the game, I chose Prime, Spectrum, RGX, and Forsaken. I honestly think these are 4 great classics. I think they're all actually very different in the style as well. Forsaken's a little bit edgier, and I actually think it's very underrated. Both variants are spectacular. RGX has a ton of colors going on, as well as customization in-game. Spectrum kind of tops that with RGX, but then adds music and has a cleaner look with that customization. And Prime, to be honest, just has the best reload for any classic. It is extremely unique, and it fits the classic's body shell super well. With that being said, a ton of you guys voted on the classic and chose Spectrum to be the #1 classic. Prime came second. At the time of me recording, Spectrum's at 57%, and with a landslide lead like that, it's gonna mean Spectrum is the winner regardless. Next up, we got the Shorty skins, and honestly, choosing the 4 Shorties as my favorite was super easy. I chose Gaia's Vengeance, Prelude to Chaos, Oni, as well as Araxis. I think all 4 of these are very, very clean. Araxis has that amazing mix of being clean but having effects. Oni kind of goes full out being clean. Prelude to Chaos is a mix of everything with quite intense effects, and Gaia's mystical magical tree that everyone loves. So I think these 4 perfect. And the way you guys voted, simple and easy. In 4th place came Gaia's, in 3rd place came Oni, in 2nd place came Araxis, and in 1st place, the winner for the Shorty spot of today's video is Prelude to Chaos. Honestly, I would not change a thing. You guys voted perfectly here. Following this, we got the Frenzy. Not a super used gun, but still tons of you voted. And choosing the 4 here was also pretty easy for me. I chose Origin, which I know is very unpopular. I don't think Origin's a great skin line, but the Inspect is cool, and I think it fits the Frenzy well. The deeper sounds are great. Just want to defend my position there. I chose Elder Flame Frenzy, as well as Prime Frenzy, and then the Ion Frenzy. I think they're pretty good 4 choices. I like all 4 of them. I am more biased to some than others. The votes came in, and in 4th place came Origin. No one's surprised, I'm in the minority. 3rd place came Ion. 2nd place came Prime, and with a huge landslide again, 1st place came Elder Flame. And I'm not gonna lie, this is basically how I would rank them. Maybe I would change Ion and Origin a like those 2 around, but most people wouldn't. So I think you guys did amazing here. Again, W community. Moving on from there, it's crazy how certain guns like double the amount of votes for the Ghost, which comes up next. Choosing the 4 Ghosts was easy, and what's really fun about the 4 Ghosts is that the votes are a lot closer and more linear than previous guns. I chose Singularity, which I think looks amazing, the newest Singularity, especially that gold variant. Ooh. Ivory Dreamwings, Reaver, and then Zero Fang. Those are the 4 I chose. And funny enough, in that exact same order, your guys' votes came in, and in 4th place came Singularity, 3rd place, Ivory Dreamwings, 2nd place, Reaver, and 1st place, Zero Fang. Not gonna lie, this shocked me. I thought Singularity would be way higher, not even close. I thought it was gonna be way higher. I thought Ivory Dreamwings would get more hate. I thought Reaver would beat Zero Fang. You guys flipped me on my head in terms of what order you guys placed it, but Zero Fang takes the W for today's video, and I'm not upset. I'm choosing 4 skins I actually really like, so no matter which one wins, I can't be upset. Moving from there, we got the Sheriffs. Now, when it comes to the Sheriff, you guys are gonna hate me. Actually hate me for the 4 Sheriffs I chose, but it's fine. They are genuinely the 4 Sheriffs I enjoy. I chose Mistbloom, Kuranami, Mage Punk, and Arcane. I just like it. Like, I know the one huge shout out is of course to Neo Frontier. I know some of you guys absolutely love Neo Frontier. I like the cowboy variant, but I actually really do not like the upgraded variant. I only like the unupgraded variant. So for that reason, it just fell off of this list. I know I'll get some flame, but it's fine. Those are the 4 I gave to the community. You guys came on in and voted. And of course, you guys already know who won, but in 4th place, Mage Punk, super underrated. I love Mage Punk. It's probably my favorite, but that's fine. That's L opinion is okay. Miss Bloom came in third. Arcane came in second. Very close, but Kuronami took the W in first place. Kuronami is overwhelmingly a community favorite. It's starting to feel a little bit overrated, but I still do really like the Kuronami. I think it's super clean. I can't complain. Kuronami takes the W for the Sheriff skin. Moving on from there, we got the Stinger. For the Stinger, I actually didn't have too much trouble choosing the 4, and there are some shocking results. So the 4 I chose is RGX Stinger, Overdrive Stinger, Sovereign Stinger, and Prelude to Chaos Stinger. I actually think these are pretty fair choices, and all 4 are pretty solid. However, in 4th place came RGX. That one surprised me being dead last, but only by 1% of votes at the time of me looking at my poll. Overdrive and Sovereign, dead tied. So they both are 2nd and 3rd in tied place. This is the most overwhelming. Prelude to Chaos, 72% of the votes. No chance I disagree at all. At all. Prelude to Chaos is probably the only Stinger skin I really actually like. And then the other ones are like serviceable. They're good. They're nice. But they definitely aren't number 1. From there, we're going to the Spectre skin. Spectre, of course, a very important weapon to a lot of people. To me, choosing these was also easy. I chose Recon. It just makes it feel like a Phantom for some reason. So I really do like the Recon, especially when the grip comes through. Evori Dreamwings, again, I think the color scheme looks nice on the Spectre. I'm not gonna lie. Prime, I guess I'm a little bit of a Prime lover, even though I know it's kind of old in terms of skins. That reload hasn't been mimicked, and I think that's valid of me to say. Prime is super unique in that sense. And again, it fits the Spectre super well. It fits the small gun the best in my opinion, because it feels snappy when you bend the gun in half. But yeah, Kuronami, even though I say it sometimes feels overrated, I can't hate on it because objectively it's clean, very stylish, tons going on. Of course I'm going to include it. I'm not going to let myself be biased is what I'm trying to say. They're the 4 skins I actually think are good objectively, with a little bit of opinion, of course. You guys voted 4th place, Evori Dreamwings. That's not too surprising. In 3rd place, Prime. Also not too surprising. In 2nd place, Recon. Not too surprising. And in Kuronami, 1st place with over 50% of the votes. Honestly, you guys voted exactly as I expected. Great voting. Kuronami wins the Spectre battle for today. After that, we got the Bucky. It was pretty easy for me to choose the Buckies. I like the Gaias. I like Amondor, it's hard for me to say, Prime, and Ion. I think Amondor is a skin line I don't like, but just the Bucky looks kind of cool because it does give that illusion of the spike at the front being like a staff that you can use, like a spike, like a spear, not a staff, a spear that you could use. Huge missed opportunity not to make this skin line for the Guardian, but with that being said, the votes came on in. You guys put Gaia's in 4th place, so last. You put Amondor in 3rd place. Okay, it beat something. I'm actually surprised. In 2nd place came Ion, and in 1st place, Prime Bucky. I pretty much wouldn't change a thing here. I agree with all the votes and the order that they came in. Prime Bucky takes the win for today. Next up, we got the Judge skins. This was easy peasy. I chose Sovereign Judge, Doombringer Judge, Chrono Void Judge, as well as the Elder Flame Judge. I think all of them are actually pretty clean. Same idea with actually the Bucky. I don't like the Doombringer bundle too much, but I do love how it changes the actual design of the Judge so much that it's kind of underrated because it completely transforms the Judge more than some other skins, in my opinion. But the only opinion that really matters after I chose the 4 are your guys. What did you guys vote for? Well, in 4th place, you put Sovereign. I'm surprised. In 3rd place, Doombringer. So clearly some people agree with me because it did get 3rd place. I think that's perfect for it. In 2nd place, Chrono Void. I think this is good. I think Chrono Void, again, is a little bit underappreciated as a skin line. Playing with those balls is super fun. Keep in mind, the 3 are actually pretty close in votes, and then the landslide comes in 1st place, which is Elder Flame. It is my favorite Judge and is the only Judge I use. I don't use any other Judge, so I am very, very happy with the Elder Flame votes here. It takes the win for the best Judge skin in Valorant as of right now. Moving on from there, we got the Bulldog skin. Okay, this one was also easy for me to choose. I chose Arcade. I think it's overpriced, but objectively speaking, it's still a fun Bulldog. Protocol 781A. I also don't even love this skin line, but I think the Bulldog is actually really good for it. That pullout is super cool with the Bulldog Transformer type beat. I chose Nocturnum. I think it looks amazing as well. Very high quality skin. And then I chose Araxis, which is my personal favorite, by the way, but all 4 are very nice Bulldogs, and I think they're the top 4 Bulldogs in my opinion. It's actually pretty close. In 4th place, Arcade. In 3rd place, Protocol. But oh wait, it actually tied with Nocturnum for second. So third and second are tied, Nocturnum and Protocol. I think that makes perfect sense. I agree with the vote actually here. And then the winner is Araxis, my personal favorite, winning again, which is a huge W in my eyes. I guess some people do share my opinion, which is nice to see. Araxis Bulldog taking the W. Despite if you think I'm cooking or not with these skin selections as well as the community vote, I do hope you believe the sponsor of today's video is cooking because it's a good one. This video is sponsored by Wondershare and their demo creator tool. It's a very simple software. As you can see the minute I opened it, you're either screen recording or you're editing. There's a host of different ways to screen record, but we're gamers, so I choose the gaming tab, and then I can select Valorant directly, and when I'm ready, I simply hit the record button. It'll even multi-track record and edit immediately, allowing my mic and gameplay audio to be two separate tracks. It'll count to 3 and it'll even auto open Valorant right there if you have it in the background, having you ready to go. Now you can't see this because it's an overlay, but I can pause and stop the recording with this nice slick overlay. It's just hidden so that you don't see it while I'm screen recording. I go into the deathmatch and get a couple kills, and for a little bit of a bonus, it can record 4K 120 FPS. The minute I hit stop recording, the software auto opens and I can get to editing what I just filmed. I literally drag and drop the exact thing you're watching, and just to show you, you can go 4K 120 FPS if you really want to. There's also a host of different templates that you can use, from education to gaming. We're going to use gaming, but I honestly love the more professional ones. I could see this tool being so useful in the professional space, but we're gamers, let's stay there. You can see this is a gaming template overlay that I can quickly apply if I'd like to use it in my video. There's just a host of different things, easy pan zooms, easy transitions, easy everything. And a really cool feature is if you don't want to use your voice, this is really good for shorts or TikToks. You can do text to speech, and let's say I want to type something here really quick, like this guy tried to eliminate me while I'm changing my settings. I can click the voice I want, click OK, and there you go.
This guy tried to eliminate me while I was changing my settings.
Just like that, 1, 2, 3. And let's say we're done with the video. I'm going to cut around it. This is going to be our clip. I'm going to click export, easy export, but here's the cool thing. You can actually do YouTube thumbnails within the software. It's going to AI generate a few clips that you can use, or you can scrub through exactly what you want. You can click edit. It's going to pop it up. There's some default templates, and then you can even edit those templates. Once you actually export your video, it'll give me both the video file as well as the thumbnail within the folder. All this is super easy to use. You literally click record all the way to render and thumbnail using this one simple, easy to use application that does most of the heavy lifting. Obviously, this is an easy recommendation. Check out Wondershare Demo Creator using my link down below for a special discount, and thanks to them for sponsoring today's video. Then we got the Guardian skins coming next. So I do need to make a little bit of a disclaimer, but first let me tell you what I chose. I chose Neptune, which is kind of funny. Neptune sort of fell from popularity. People loved the Blub Blub, then it fell away. I think the Neptune Guardian specifically is so nice because you don't lose all the effects and great skins from a Vandal, but you still get a Blub Blub weapon, and the fish tank is elongated, looking super nice. So I chose Neptune. I then chose Gaia's. I love the very dark red variant. I chose Prime, and I also chose Spectrum. And I think these are actually pretty solid choices. I do want to give a shout out though to the Recon, because I think the Recon's really good as well. If there was 5 spots, I would put the Recon, but either way, the votes came in. And in 4th place, you put Neptune, so it did fall off a cliff. I was actually right when I was thinking that. It fell off a cliff like crazy. People don't really care about Neptune at all. Literally the only single-digit % vote when it comes to the Guardian poll. Then you guys put Gaia's in 3rd. I thought it would actually rank higher. You put Spectrum in 4th, which I do agree with, and Prime won in 1st place, which is great to see. I've been yapping a lot about the shorter guns being amazing for the reload, which is true, but I love the black and gold and white color scheme that Prime gives to the, I like the default, just to make that clear. I like the default Prime colors, and it looks so good on the Guardian. In my opinion, it just looks like it really does look like a really high-tech weapon that's gonna shoot a laser more than it's gonna shoot anything else, and it looks like you guys agree. Prime Guardian wins for the best Guardian skin in the game as of right now. Next up, we got the Phantom skins. This is extremely polarizing. This is definitely where most people are going to disagree, and that's okay with me. My 4 favorite Phantoms right now are Prime, Nocturnum, Oni, as well as Champions 2024. And I know there's so many other Phantoms you guys would prefer. That's fine. I know Recon Phantom won like 2nd place. I know there's so many other ones, but these are genuinely the 4 I like, and there's something in common with them. They are all very different niches on what type of skin they are, but none of them are very overwhelming. Nocturnum is the most overwhelming visually when it comes to heavily used effects. Otherwise, they're all pretty clean, and that's what I like out of a Phantom, with a silencer and that more muted sound. But either way, I'm enough defending what I chose. what did you guys choose out of these 4? You guys put Prime in 4th place. F you guys. Prime is so freaking clean on the fandom. Whatever. I'm mad. It got single-digit votes, but you guys chose. Fine, it's trash. Whatever. Prime is in 4th place. In 3rd place, you guys chose Nocturnum. The vote jump is actually quite massive, so you guys did seem to enjoy Nocturnum quite a lot. In 2nd place, you guys chose Oni, which is great. I think Oni came out a while ago, and the variants are like art, man. Like, I absolutely love like the white and black variants and how they changed the actual art on the gun. There's very few guns that are artistic anymore because, you know, Riot knows most people like effects more than anything, so I appreciate the Oni for that. But in 1st place, you guys chose Champions 2024. It is such a unique Phantom in the sense of, I know Champions isn't unique, but it is the only gun that allows you to get a buddy on the knife variant, and that does help carry it a little bit because that is a very unique effect. It is limited edition, of course. Black, white, and gold. I just praised it for the Prime. It's my favorite color scheme, and it's done even better with the Champions variants because it's a much richer dark black and a lot more goldish, like bronze goldish out of the gold, bright oranges. It's just such a clean skin. I absolutely love Champions 2024, and you guys agree. Next up, we got the Vandals. All right, let me just say, I chose Arcane, Araxis, Champions 2023, and Kuronami. Arcane, I'm just a fan of the show. I really like the style of it. It is niche, and that's fine. I even said it during my Arcane review for the skins, of course. It is niche. It's not gonna talk to everyone. It just talks to me. I really like how it looks. Araxis, most people do agree. It's pretty clean. It has one of the coolest variants when it comes to that purple. No other skin has that. Of course, the scales are also awesome. Champions 2023, same idea. You guys probably won't hate this selection too much. It's very, very clean. That color scheme that I like. Don't need to yap about it too much. And then Kuronami, I think it's just overall delivers a lot of variety, all in clean formats for it to be the main Vandal. When it comes to your votes, I'm not gonna lie, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd are basically tied. Arcane, Araxis, Champions are basically tied, so that's pretty cool. I thought Arcane would fall quite below the other 2, but clearly it's a niche that some people really, really do like enough to choose over the other 2, so the 3 tie, and why not? They're 3 amazing skins. Kuronami takes the W with quite a big landslide. I can't say I'm super happy with this. I think Kuronami, no matter what, will always deserve top 5, but I don't know. Specifically for the Vandal, there's enough other skins that feel cooler to me, but it's fine. You guys voted. Kuronami's number 1. It's gonna take the win. Kuronami's overwhelming this list a little bit, but if it's the one that you guys vote for, it's the one that you guys vote for. 2 skins I would shout out that people will probably also disagree with me is the Singularity in the gold variant. I think it looks really clean, as well as Mage Punk Vandal. I also like the gold variant there. I think both are really cool. I like the way they look. They are more niche, and it wasn't enough to put them in the top 4, but they're underrated in my opinion. Moving on from there, we got the Martial skins. This was easy. I chose Gaia's, Kuronami, Neo Frontier, and Sovereign. And luckily, you guys didn't disappoint me this time. Surprising. You guys put Gaia's in 4th place. You put Sovereign in 3rd place. You put Kuronami in 2nd place, not 1st. Put it in 2nd place. And the landslide win goes to Neo Frontier Martial. Absolutely goated. Unlike the Sheriff one, which is why I didn't put it, I actually like the Neo Frontier even in its upgraded variant. Looks like a cyborg rifle, but then in its normal variant, it's got that flippy flip. You go back to like, you're basically straight out of Red Dead Redemption. I absolutely agree with this list perfectly. You guys actually cooked. You took my opinion and put them in a perfect order. Good job, guys. I like it. Martial, Neo Frontier, winner. After that, we continue with the snipers, and we got the Operator. For the Operator, I personally chose the Reaver Operator, the Prelude to Chaos Operator, the Araxis Operator, as well as the Arcade Operator. I wasn't too sure about the Arcade, so I do want to put that out there, but when it comes to votes, I guess it's good that I still put it in here. I think it's good. I just was having trouble putting the 4th slot in here, and Arcade sort of just barely took it just for a lot of the unique effects that it has. And the way you guys voted is you put Prelude to Chaos in 4th place, which is funny compared to how dominant it is with the Stinger, but I think it makes sense. Arcade in 3rd place, so I didn't come last. Araxis in 2nd place, and Reaver in 1st place. And I'm not gonna lie, this is exactly how I would put it. The only other skin I kind of regret is I would probably swap Arcade now with Elder Flame, but it's only been 2 days and already has 30,000 votes. On top of that, no one in the comments even mentioned Elder Flame, so I don't even know if it would have really changed the outcome of this list at all. I definitely don't think it would have. Someone mentioned Forsaken, and I also agree, Forsaken's pretty clean, so maybe Arcade for Forsaken or Elder Flame, but regardless, the number 1 spot most likely wouldn't have changed. Like, I'm 99% sure it would have been the same. This bundle came mid-editing of this video, so I have to give a shout out to the Aries Outlaw as well, and just sort of just default tie it with the RGX depending on which type of gun you like more. I think the RGX might have still won, but the Aries is a gorgeous Outlaw overall, so I really have to showcase this here and sort of just say the Outlaw didn't get to go through the votes like the other guns did, but I think it's goated. I think it's great. It deserves a shout out. It's just, it came out mid-editing for this video. Aries, and the Aries was simple. I chose Odin, Singularity, Gaia's, and Valiant Hero. Valiant Hero is similar to the other niche skin lines I thrown in. I didn't like Valiant Hero too much, but I think it looks really good on the Aries. You guys ended up voting, and it was kind of close. Oni actually came last place, and I don't really blame you guys. I think that makes sense. Third place to Gaia's, and second place to Valiant Hero. Oni, Gaia's, and Valiant Hero all tied for 4th, 3rd, and 2nd place, and the craziest landslide is the Singularity, which is my favorite Aries. It's the main one I use, so honestly, W, I'm happy with that. Now, the final skins before we go on to rank the knives is the Odin skins, and I chose Sentinels of Light, Prime, Neo Frontier, and Avori Dreamwings. I think they're all pretty solid Odins. A lot of people did comment that it's criminal I didn't put the Reaver. I don't like it. To me, Reaver does not fit the Odin at all. People just state the reload animation, and I do agree floating all those bullets into the gun is good, but the rest of the gun to me just looks like, it looks terrible to me. It's the worst Reaver gun. IMO, it's fine. You guys disagree? That's fine. In the end though, you guys put Sentinels of Light in 4th place. You put Prime in 3rd. Avori Dreamwings in 2nd, and Neo Frontier in 1st. Quite a landslide. Neo Frontier takes the Odin W, and I would change nothing here. You guys cooked in the votes based off the skins that I gave you guys on my opinion. This is perfect. Neo Frontier is definitely the best Odin skin. Easily. Gotta give a quick shout out to the Aries Melee. Everything you're watching and all the votes happened before the new Aries bundle came out, but I am gonna give a shout out because I really like it. It didn't get to go through votes, but I would put it kind of up here somewhere pretty high because I think all the color waves look good. I think it's Kuronami but flashier, so you can choose between if you want a cleaner look or a more futuristic, crazier look. So I did want to give it a shout out. Now the fun part about the knives is I actually doubled the amount of knives, meaning I actually chose 8 knives for you guys to vote on. On top of that, I'm even going to give 3 knives honorable mentions, one of which I don't own, which is the Nocturnum Scythe. Even though I think it's really clean, it is probably the best melee that transforms between 2 weapon types that is done very well. So that's definitely an easy honorable mention. I also want to give an honorable mention to the VCT lock-in. I personally like it a lot. And the most underrated knife, you guys are probably going to hate me for this, the Ignite Fan. I think that purple flame is great. There are some fan skins in the game, but this is the only one with some real effects. I genuinely think the Ignite Fan is super underrated. But either way, it wasn't even part of the votes. I'm just getting them out there. I like these 3. In the end, I chose 8 different melees. Let's start with the first 4 that I batched together so I can explain why. I chose Arcane Gauntlets. Again, Arcane fan. I like running around with those Vi gauntlets, but I know that's a little bit unpopular. Champions 2022 Butterfly Knife, Champions 2021 Karambit, and the Champions 2024 Blade. This is poll number 1, and let me explain. I chose those 4 because I do like them, but mainly I put the 3 champions together so that they can compete against each other, so only one champions could come out on top, so that both knives that get first place or both knives that win the poll can't both be champions. That's why I put them together in one poll, and for those 4, you guys tied. I'm surprised. I'm shocked, but I love it. You guys tied Arcane Gauntlets and Champions 2022 Butterfly Knife. Tied. They're tied. That's amazing. So I'm not the only one who likes the Arcane Gauntlets. Then in second place, by quite a good jump, is the Champions 2024 Blade. I agree. It's great. It is a little bit big though, but I agree. It's fantastic. And then in first place, the Champions 2021 Karambit. The Champions 2021 Karambit won the first vote. But we continue on to the second poll. The next 4 knives I chose is the Relic Stone Daggers. I know, to a lot of people, they're just laughing. I think they're so underrated. So underrated. They're one of my favorite skins, but it's okay. I know that's unpopular. That's fine. I then chose the Kuronami no Yaba. Same idea. Objectively, very clean skins, a lot of good effects, and obviously the chain 2 kunais together is really cool. Then I chose the Omonaru Konotsuna, the katana. Chose the katana. I think it's a great katana. I think it's clean. Anyone who likes katanas is gonna like this skin. And then the RGX Karambit. I still like Karambits, and this one, when you're spitting it, does look pretty cool with the RGB. So they're the 4 skins I chose for the second poll. Most of you would change this Karambit to the Reaver Karambit, but it wouldn't have overthrown the first place winner just because of how big of a gap there is. You guys put Relic Stone Daggers in 4th place, RGX Karambit in 3rd place, the katana in second place, and in first place, the Kuronami no Yaba. Not surprised, I knew Kuronami would win, and it got a bigger landslide than the Champions 2021 Karambit, meaning it's technically the #1 winner, the best knife in the game based off of the 8 I chose. Champions 2021 Karambit would come second, and then everything else below it. But honestly, I think all the knives I mentioned, including the honorable mention ones, are all great skins, but there needs to be a winner. Kuronami and then Champions 2021 Karambit, they are the winners out of the bunch I chose. That was a lot of yapping. That was so much yapping. But next, if you have the time, just to keep it simple, choose your favorite skin from each gun. So I don't want a full ass list because the comment section would get spammed, but like knife 1 skin, you know, Vandal 1 skin, share it. And I wonder which comment would get the most likes. That's what I'm curious. What will be the most popular one, if there even is any? It's a little bit of, there'd be long comments. I don't know if you guys have the patience. Most of you already clicked away because I'm yapping too much. But either way, time to shut up. Let me know what you think down below. I know a lot of people aren't going to be happy with this list since I did add my own opinion to it, but a lot of you did help me vote, which I think is a nice, unique twist.